What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 574 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 154 of Monday Night Fusion. Glad to be back after a unfortunate couple of weeks off, but, well, I certainly needed it. I'm sure a few of you did as well, but I am undoubtedly ecstatic to have returned for a stacked card, as always, from top to bottom, guys. And this is the go home week, Sunday night, what is being called the biggest show in CMV history. Validation, the battle of the brands, all three shows, Fusion, NGW, and Genesis, under one roof to prove which show is indeed the superior. And just look at how we are starting things tonight. I guess a little bit of a preview of a couple of matches on this Sunday's validation card. The Fusion versus Genesis traditional 8-man elimination tag, of course. And then also you got the Fusion Tag Team Champions, Bastion, as well as from NGW, guys, the NGW Tag Team Champions, Black Magic, in this match. They're pairing with Bloody Justice and Bannon to take on the Control, as well as Stefan and Harvey Hastings. Bannon, a last-second replacement, guys, for the Gargoyle of Destruction. Damien, of course, the tag team partner of Bloody Justice, who was unfortunately injured, during a live event. So the Harbinger of Darkness, who this Sunday faces Sam Valentine from Genesis to crown the first ever, the inaugural openweight champion, gonna fill the spot as we look to get things started up in here. And if you are a fan of tag team matches, then stick around, because what a main event. The present meeting the past. The Bullies of Virtue, TZ Mass and Brian Jacobson, going to take on the power duo of Elijah Stewart and Hayden. As here comes the former Anarchy champion, a CMV veteran who has been on quite a tear lately. Absolutely mauling anybody put in his way. And he is hoping to capture his first championship in over a year at Validation, when he goes head-to-head with a former foe in the Dream, Sam Valentine. One of the many brand versus brand matches, the biggest of which has to be the Champion of Champions triple threat. It is now locked down, representing Fusion, guys, the new undisputed champion, Andrew Briggs. But the question is, will Briggs be able to make it to Validation? We haven't seen him since he won the title and was brutally attacked by his former tag team partner, BJ Moon. Or PJ, I should say, my bad. Getting him confused with the BJ in this match and the BJ on our main event. How could I? But of course, from NGW, what a shocker it was at Fastlane. George King answering the challenge and dethroning the bully TZ Mass. And unfortunately from Genesis, it'll be Pat LaFave, the Alpha World Champion, putting the show on his back. And lest we not forget about the cross-brand Elimination Chamber. 2 men from each show gonna enter the Devil's Domain, looking to earn their respective brand a point and a future championship match from Fusion. Hayden and TZ Mass from NGW, guys. Dante Tatum, Eli Robledo being replaced by Walter Bolay after Robledo won the Battle Royal at Fast Track, now is a Genesis superstar. And from Genesis, none other than international champion Matt Devious and Braxton Sutter. And here comes the madman himself, a two-time Fusion Tag Team Champion, Bloody Justice, without his partner. Damien again out on injury. Who knows when or if he'll ever be back. Might be striking out on his own once again. But tonight he's going to be side by side with his brother-in-law, Jared Leon, who's married to his sister Joy. And of course, TJ Black, the new NGW Tag Team Champions. And what an opportunity to shine for Leon and Black, who are fresh off their title win at Fast Track. Now been inserted into the battle of the tag teams of Validation. Them, Bastion, and from Genesis, Ortiz and Wolf, a triangle ladder match, guys. And remember, the winning team of that match will get to choose which show they want to go to. So let's say that Black Magic was to win. They could decide to go to Fusion next week and challenge Bastion for the tag team titles. Likewise, if Bastion wins, they can go to NGW, challenge for the NGW tag team titles. If Ortiz and Wolf win, they can come to Fusion. Any sort of mix. Absolutely murdering the Misfits. Jared Leon and TJ Black, proving to be a force to be reckoned with on NGW. But can they hang with the big dogs, not just here tonight on Fusion, but this Sunday? I guess leaving their NGW tag team titles in the back, but they've got those big old hammers, which we can only hope to God they don't try to use. But make no mistake about it, these two have turned the NGW tag team division on its head. It's certainly going to be fun to watch how they navigate a ladder match, though. I think Bastion has got to be the odds-on favorite. I mean, Stefan and Harvey are high flyers through and through. Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf might fare well too, but I don't know about these guys. They are brawlers. You never know, though. Stranger things have happened. Dems and Crisley won a ladder match, for crying out loud. If he can do it, then anybody can. Well, there's Team 1. Certainly the forces of darkness coming together. Ben and Bloody Justice and Black Magic to take on an unlikely pairing, to say the least, the Control and Bastion. I mean, the Control are unbeaten here on Fusion, guys. They've nearly wiped out half the tag team division. There's a strong argument for them to be next in line for a shot at the tag team title. Tonight, they got to work with Stefan and Harvey. Speaking of the Fusion tag team division, guys, we got a new tag team debuting later on. The Greasers, Johnny Goodshot and Noel Badstreet, are going to be taking on Sage Autumn and Kataske, the Lost Souls. But there is the British brute of the Control, Cameron Cray. And he is not coming out alone. The lumbering Jamal Sadata, the man who went unbeaten for nearly a year. The man who, as of now, has only ever been pinned once. And that was by the one and only Marco Punish. The last ever European champion. And these two men, usually led by Percy Simmons, but well, Simmons, I think, playing it safe, not here tonight after what happened with Yuri Sokolov taking the general manager out of action a couple of weeks ago when the Control absolutely just beat the snot out of him. And Percy does have that ironclad contract. He can't be fired no matter what, but, well, Cameron Cray, Jamal Sadata, they don't. These two men, along with Percy Simmons and Anarchy champion Shay Hoxton, will represent Fusion in the battle against Team Genesis, comprised of Click, this Sunday. And last but not least, to top off this 8-man tag team match opening the show, the Fusion Tag Team Champions, guys, father-son, Stefan and Harvey Hastings. Like I said, they have to be the favorites to win the Battle of the Tag Teams this Sunday, as they are both incredible high flyers, super quick, so agile. They'll be able to get up one of those ladders in a blink of an eye. But tonight they have to figure out a way to work with their top contenders in the Control. Remember what Harvey Hastings said. He is going to retire at Ascendance 7. A long way off. But all the damage done to his body, and more specifically his mind, is catching up with him. Harvey has a list, though, a list of accomplishments he wants to lock down before he hangs up his wrestling boots. One of them was capturing the tag team titles with his son. He gave up a world championship match just to get the shot at the tag gold with his boy, and well, they were able to knock off Dax Harris and Adam Valentine. Harvey, a two-time world champion. But he said, no, I've already been to the top of the mountain. I want my son to get a taste of the spotlight. Harvey has also made a note that he would love nothing more than a shot at Shay Hoxton and the Anarchy Championship so that he can become a Grand Slam champ. There's already a whole lot on his plate as we speak. So let's get this show on the road. 8-man tag team matchup. Of course, this Sunday at Validation, it'll be elimination style. Right now, it's just first fall to a finish. Pinfall, submission, countout, disqualifications, all in effect, but they won't be later on tonight, guys, when Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade once again are going to go head-to-head in a tables match. It could be the end of the best-of-7 series if Jason Spade wins. He is currently in the lead. It is 2-3. But if Proudfoot wins, guys, it'll be tied. And then we will head off to Validation this Sunday, where they will face off in an Iron Man match to once and for all settle the score and get that promised unique opportunity from General Manager Yuri Sokolov, whatever he returns, that is. Jamal Sadana and Bannon, the Brutes, starting things off. Bannon really has had new life breathed into him this season, and it's kind of funny considering you look at his face, he's got that huge burn scar, courtesy of his arch rival Billy Weaver from last season. But the Harbinger of Darkness, guys, is building up a streak. I mean, he's only lost once this season. That was to Andrew Briggs back at Retaliation. Ever since then, though, man, nobody's been able to stop him. And meanwhile, Sam Valentine over on Genesis hasn't been having much luck. Bannon has got to be the man you want to put your money on for the Openweight Championship match at Validation. Bannon trying to bring Jamal Sadana into his corner to make a tag, but not going to have any of that. Takes him for a bit of a walk to the other side of the ring. Bannon going to deny him with a trio of elbows to the midsection. Irish whip back into the corner. Who's he going to try to bring in? Nobody. Boot to the jaw by the last ever European champion. Snapmare. Can't stress this enough, guys. As Jamal Saldana gets a tag to Cameron Cray, you do not want to miss Validation this Sunday. I mean, we even have the women of NGW getting a bit of the limelight. Set to see Tailcoat Val and China Sage taking on Rami Young and Amber Briggs. Light heavyweight championship going to be up for grabs. Jaquan Shea has issued an open challenge to any Fusion superstar. Can't wait to see who answers that. As Bloody Justice, now the legal man, going to go right after Cray. No remorse, of course, by the former two-time Fusion Tag Team Champion. Float over DDT. Oh, man. Dragon Scooter by BJ, who's teaming with his brother-in-law for the first time ever here in CMV. Unfortunately, Joy Justice couldn't make it. Somebody has to stay in the Bloody Forest and keep the house locked down. Man, Bloody Justice is destroying Cameron Cray right now. I don't think I've ever seen Cray manhandled like this. Cray's only been beaten once since debuting here in CMV. That was by Percy Simmons. And a lot of people speculate that Cray let Simmons win that match. That's just hearsay, though. Shay Hoxton not booked tonight. I have to assume he's with Percy Simmons wherever they are, getting ready for this Sunday. The Anarchy champion receiving a night off. Cameron Cray now has control. We see him start to apply that joint manipulation everybody expects from him. What up, 702? Trip up there by Bloody Justice. Cameron Cray going the wrong way if he wants to make a hot tag. Bloody Justice, there we go. Black Magic, not the only NGW superstars that will appear on tonight's show, guys, because Dante Tatum, one of the representatives for that cross-brand elimination chamber, gonna have his chance to shine. He was actually supposed to go one-on-one with Bannon, but Bannon substituted for Damien here, so instead he's gonna take on the returning Tyson Cage. As here comes Jared Leon, the brother-in-laws working together nicely. Inverted atomic drop and big boot combo. Uh-oh, Jared Leon taking out referee Tyson inadvertently. Cameron Cray gonna capitalize off of that mishap. Uh-oh. What's he looking for here? Into the cross armbar, kind of a falcon arrow. Wait, is it a cross armbar? The hell is he doing? Now he's going after the other arm. Look at that, prying the fingers apart. Oh my God! I think he may have just broke the arm of Jared Leon. Welcome to Fusion. And there's that bicycle knee. The end is nigh. If Jared Leon doesn't figure out a way to turn things around real quick. Leon charging at Cray full force for that body block, but doesn't go his way, guys. The Fusion Tag Team Champs might have an easy night because I think the Control are looking, well, they were going to try for it, but Jared Leon reverses. They're going to go for it again. Oh, but Leon persistent. He knows if he gets hit with that finishing maneuver from the Control, it's going to be all over. Into the front headlock. Again, Jared Leon stops him as Stefan attempts to recuperate quickly. Ringside, exploder suplex. What's Leon doing here? Irish whip into the corner. Charging, gets an elbow to the face though. Cameron Cray, the wily veteran of the ring, with a cross-armed DDT. And I think Jared Leon belongs in a straitjacket, but there's a hot tag to his partner, TJ Black, the unholy one, who goes for a jumping knee. Irish whip instead, into the corner, punch to the back of the head by Jamal. Cameron Cray, front headlock, another punch to the back of the head. Face first off the top turnbuckle. And look at this. Cameron Cray just knows how to use the ring as a weapon. Oh, what a counter by TJ Black. I think Trey was looking for another one of those bicycle knee strikes. Tag to Jamal Sadana. Trey knowing exactly where he is. And the complexion is about to change big time. Cameron Trey's got to get back onto the apron right now. He might be disqualified. Another great reversal by TJ Black. And TJ Black looking to make sure everybody remembers his name in his Fusion debut. Rolling kill shot into the pin. 1, 2. Oh man, and nearly becomes only the second man ever to pin Jamal Sadana, but it ain't gonna be that easy, kid. Back in comes Bloody Justice, and I'm wondering if the Control are deliberately keeping Bastion out of this match. If they are, that's gonna be a mistake. Bloody Justice not afraid to go toe-to-toe with bigger men. Jamal needs that hot tag. Goes for a big old clothesline. Into the corner though. And that is Cameron Trey who helped out his partner. And Stefan is tired of it, tags himself in. And walks right into a chokeslam out of the knee. And Bloody Justice says, I'll take on all y'all by myself. Jamal Sadana Irish whip into the corner. But Stefan hoping to seize control. Oh, gets a hangman's neck breaker instead. Now Jamal taking out Bannon. Chaos ensuing, and in that chaos, Bloody Justice thrives as he looks for the spider bomb, but it gets reversed. Stefan, the Young Gun. Long road home. Will it be enough? No, he's gonna go to the top rope just like his papa. Trying to get the corkscrew sent on, but Bloody Justice did his homework. He knew it was coming. Bloody Justice now realizing he might only have one more chance. Tag to his brother-in-law, Stefan. He took a risk. It didn't pay off, but he's going to try to get there again. Scoop slam, Bloody Justice drops down behind. Now he's going to close the distance right back into the corner. BJ is determined to get this tag, but, well, Stefan just as determined to not let him get it. Now Bloody Justice is cut off, the complete opposite side of the ring. This is not where he wants to be. Stefan looking back, sizing Bloody Justice up, Shining Wizard. Bloody Justice, the ring veteran, not able to handle Stefan right now. The Undead and Bastion embroiled in a bit of a conflict these past couple weeks. I mean, the Undead knocked off Bastion in a non-title match last episode of Fusion, but now with Damien out of action, BJ's got to fend for himself. Pulled into a spinning soul kick. Northern Lights suplex by Stefan, breaks the pin. Can he steal it? One. No, just a 1 count. Stomp to the back of the head. He's going to attempt it again, guys. High Rank District. Will it be on the money this time? No! Bloody Justice able to move out of the way again. Super kick to the midsection, sidestepped by Stefan. His reflexes are too quick. Super kick attempted. And now a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. What does Stefan got to do? Maybe a Spanish fly will be the trick. Oh, Bloody Justice didn't seem to affect him too much. Takes the arm and just whacks it off the canvas in frustration. Bloody Justice, I like those white gloves. Just noticed those. I dig the new attire though by BJ. Like I always say, it ain't about the look. It's about what you can do in the ring. Stefan has amazed a lot of people this season. Wins over the like of PJ Moon. Man, that kick was heard throughout the entire arena. Right on PJ's chin. Arm drag and watch the referees count. They have until 20 to get back into the ring. Currently at 4. And Stefan is laying the smackdown on Bloody Justice now in this corner on the outside. Forearm smashes galore. Another spinning soul kick might have cracked the rib. Scoop slam. BJ sees his chance to turn things around. Discus knee. Speaking of PJ Moon, guys, he is in action tonight. Going to be going one-on-one with the returning Miles Kelly. After what PJ did to world champion Andrew Briggs last month, can't say I'm too excited to see Moon. Count of 11, this matchup going to continue inside of the ring. Stefan, cardio catching up with him. This match is a good preparation for the ladder bout this weekend. Going to the corner, I think perhaps trying to set up his cartwheel headshot. Wait a minute, Bloody Justice with Damien taken out. Maybe Bloody Justice wants to take out a member of Bastion, and he just might. Superplex to the outside, my God. And the fans chanting, this is awesome, but I don't know if a man having his spine shattered into a million little pieces is awesome. These fans are just bloodthirsty. Stefan gotta be just out of pure instinct back in the fight, but the damage certainly has got to be done. Once more we return to this corner where Stefan just unloads face first off that steel post. And again. Stefan letting everybody know that he's okay. He ain't gonna have to retire along with his papa at Ascendant 7. Harvey watching on worryingly though. Multiple times he's gone for his finishing maneuver and Bloody Justice has seen it coming. There's the 10 count. In past days, this match would be over right now, but they have her to the count of 20 again at 11. You see Harvey going out there giving his son some counsel, but at the same time, Bloody Justice back to his feet. Oh boy, right back to the outside. Wait a minute. Stefan saying what up to the homies, jumping right over TJ Black. Knee drop, 10 feet. From the inside of the ring to the outside. Bannon and TJ Black being weary. They don't want to get disqualified, but Stefan is severely outnumbered. Oh man. A little bit of an assist from the Harbinger of Darkness. Stefan is still fighting though. There's another kick right to the jaw. Stefan clutching at his ribs. This has been a hell of a way to kick off the return episode of Fusion. A clothesline. Stefan cannot get enough of the ringside area in this match. Taking him for a walk. What does Stefan have in mind here? Throwing Bloody Justice into the barricade. I think Bloody Justice may have pissed off Stefan, guys, with that superplex earlier. I think Stefan is trying to injure him now. Just take out the undead altogether. We might have our first ever 20 count since the new rules were implemented if Stefan has his way. Bloody, man, listen to the crowd. I don't think they're really much behind either one of these guys. Count of 8. And Stefan just seems blinded with rage. Knocking BJ's head off of every single surface he can get his hands on. There's another 10 count. Sliding knee strike to the lower back. 11 guys. 9 more seconds. Bloody Justice realizes that though. And at 12, he's going to save the day. But look at this, Stefan, so smart. Tag to Harvey Hastings. Here comes Papa. Here comes Double H, the assassin, the psychopath, 2-time U.S. champion, 2-time world champion. And he is unloading on Bloody Justice, who attempted to injure his son. Big old predatory roar. Bloody Justice hopes to seize the upper hand off off the opening, but not going to be able to do so. Here comes Harvey, front headlock, big old punch to the face, Hurricane Rana. And Harvey going to the top rope where he feels most comfortable, but Jared Leon coming to the rescue of his brother-in-law, and Harvey ain't happy. Staring him down, he's gonna go to the top rope again. I guess he didn't learn his lesson the first time. Jared Leon gonna remind him. Can Bloody Justice get a tag in time? Harvey's gonna stop him with a stomp. Misses, kick to the midsection. Up over the shoulder. Oh, mama mia, sit out. Face buster off the fireman's carry position. And Harvey hopes he has a better time on this side of the ring, but now it's Bannon who throws him off the top rope. Harvey Hastings shaking out the cobwebs. I don't think he's going to be able to hit the blitzkrieg in this match, guys. What teamwork by Bannon, Bloody Justice, and Black Match here. I am thoroughly impressed. European uppercut in the corner, squashing BJ like a bug. Can he get that hot tag to Leon? So close, but no cigar. Elbow to the ribs. Classic STO maneuver. That allows Bloody Justice to go after the arm of Double H. There you go, elbow up under the chin. Now these guys got to be careful though. They have much bigger matches this Sunday at Validation to worry about. A modified Michinoku driver nearly gets the 3 count, but I think Jared Leon might have broken it up before Jamal Solana can stop him. But now with Leon distracted, Harvey Hastings can finally hit the blitzkrieg. But double knees from BJ. Air traffic control is what we'll call him tonight. Bloody Justice having none of it. Small package by BJ out of nowhere. 1, 2, nearly able to steal it. That is why Bloody Justice is so dangerous. Another European uppercut in the corner. Harvey Hastings find a way to keep Bloody Justice down. Uranagi now. And Justice getting the fans behind him. It's time to delete some fools. Jawbreaker creates a bit of distance, but you give Harvey distance, and you're going to pay for it. Lethal striking ability into the pin out of desperation. 1, 2, 3, and Harvey Hastings going to nab the win for his team. What a match to start things off. Bastion picks up the win, though, and the momentum for the tag team war. That's to come this Sunday. Man, Bloody Justice, no doubt the MVP of this match, though. The Control and Bastion working well together, despite the fact that the Control are next in line for a tag team title opportunity. How will these two pairings fare when representing Fusion this Sunday, though? We'll have to wait and see. Whew. Well, after that banger, guys, gonna have to cool down a little bit. A rematch from the last episode of Fusion where wealthy Christian Gavin made his debut. Bit of an upset loss at the hands of Willie Sullivan. Gonna try to get that win back right here, right now, as Willie Sullivan prepares to do battle with his own brother, the United States champion Chris Sullivan, for the title next month at Sacrifice in a last man standing match. The contract has been signed, but Chris Sullivan is still suspended until after validation. So for right now, Willie Sullivan has got to focus on the rookie and Christian Gavin. Still to come tonight, though, guys, the tables match between Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade. The sixth match in their best-of-7 series, and if Spade wins, it'll be over, as he currently has the lead 3-2. Proudfoot has to tie things up if we're to get that Iron Man match this Sunday at Validation, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping, praying Proudfoot does win, because I want to see that. Remember, the winner of that best-of-7 series is going to get a unique opportunity from General Manager Yuri Sokolov. I have no idea what that could mean. And lest we not forget about that colossal tag match to end the show. The Bullies of Virtue, former NGW champion TZ Masson, Ryan Jacobson taking on former world champions. What a power couple. And Elijah Stewart and Hayden. But here comes a man as full of himself as anybody I've ever met. Wealthy Christian Gavin. Can someone repost that tweet there from PJ? I synced it, but I didn't get to it in time. Chris Sullivan, I'm sure, watching from home. Neither Willie nor Chris are exactly ecstatic, or maybe I should say were exactly ecstatic when the match was first announced, but after everything that's happened between them, we've seen brothers go to war before here in CMV. I think that Chris and Willie are going to tear each other apart for that U.S. title, though, at Sacrifice. Here's that tweet from PJ Mooney. Says, Andrew Briggs is officially an afterthought in CMV. After I did the CM Universe a favor in taking care of the pest, now it leaves perfect room for me to come in and make Fusion 10 times better. Hashtag Moon for world champion. Yeah, I don't know about that. PJ Moon turning on not just Andrew Briggs, but these fans as well when he, well, ruined what should have been the biggest moment of Andrew Briggs' life. Finally, after years winning the world championship, and his own friend stabs him right in the back. And he's felt that kind of betrayal before when it came to Matt Devious. Who could forget that? Now it's not even known if Briggs can make it to Validation this Sunday for the champion of champions triple threat, but PJ will be here tonight to go one-on-one with the returning Miles Kelly as Willie Sullivan, hoping to make it 2-0 over Christian Gavin. Referee Tyson rings that bell. Let's get it on. Collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring into a side headlock. Christian Gavin gonna push Willie into the ropes. Coming back towards him. Ooh, snap German suplex. Britt. Wait a minute, what? Guys, that's Chris Sullivan's music, the United States champion. He's supposed to be suspended. What the hell is he doing here? Or is he, wait a minute, what the hell? Chris Sullivan taking out Christian Gavin with the final cut. Why would he do that, though? Chris Sullivan rolling in. He's not supposed to be here. Just took out Christian Gavin with the final cut and then left. Willie Sullivan, I don't even know if he saw what happened. Just saw that Gavin was down. Out of instinct, went for the pin, but only got a 2 count. Why would Chris Sullivan, though, come out here and attack Gavin? I mean, like I said, Willie and Chris aren't over enthused about having to face each other. But their opponents at Sacrifice, I don't understand. Well, one way or another, Gavin's trying to come back into this one. Luckily, he was able to kick out, but by the grace of the wrestling gods, that would have been embarrassing to have lost that quickly, and not even to the guy that are actually facing. Gavin goes for a high knee in the corner. Well, I mean, Willie Sullivan was able to defeat Gavin last week without any outside interference, so I think Gavin's odds of getting the victory here have drastically dropped down. I'm still not going to count him out, though. Big kick to the back, moves out of the way. And a back suplex down onto the neck. The question still remains, Why did Chris Sullivan attack Christian Gavin? And is there going to be any repercussions? Because he's suspended until after validation. But I guess General Manager Yuri Sokolow, guys, is not here tonight after the attack at the hands of the Control. Maybe Chris Sullivan saw that as an opportunity. But I have to imagine Yuri Sokolow is still watching the show from home. Willie into a snap vertical suplex. Well, attempts one anyhow. Knee to the top of the head, though, and wealthy Christian Gavin with a, I don't know if that was a drop kick or a knee to the chest. Maybe a combination of the two. Tries for a pivot. Doesn't even get a one count. Christian Gavin, nasty knee to the side of the head. Now gonna put the hurting on with some kicks to the chest, forearm smash to the Chrome Dome. Christian Gavin might be feeling the effects of that Chris Sullivan run-in physically, but Willie might be feeling it mentally. He's got to be so confused. Looking for a boot to the face out of the corner there. Doesn't exactly go his way. Another butterfly suplex countered by Wild Willie. Went to the well one too many times. And now the NGW alumni is going to make him pay. Forearm smash, drops him dead. Shoots the half. 1, 2. Only gets himself a 2 count, no trace. Christian really wanting to slow things down, trying to pace himself, figure out what the hell is going on. Up next, guys, former Fusion Tag Team Champion, 2-time Anarchy Champion Tyson Cage is back as he goes one-on-one with the catalyst of NGW, Dante Tatum. That's going to be a hell of an encounter. Break of the eyes. Well, Willie Sullivan bending the rules a bit. That's not like him. Look at, wow! Christian Gavin, a suplex pile driver. And that is somehow not enough to get the 3 count. I mean, just look at Christian Gavin's reaction to that only getting a 2. I'd say that's appropriate. Now he's wasting time mocking Willie Sullivan instead of staying on top of him. Falling dropkick is what he gets. Willie takes a second, soaks himself in. Springboard punch, but nowhere near connecting. Gonna brush that off. Everybody makes mistakes. Irish whip. Tries for a clothesline. Christian Gavin ducks it. Gavin's faring much better than he did last week, but that's pretty funny considering he got his ass laid out by Chris Sullivan. Drag by arm and leg. Wait a minute. Christian Gavin gonna try to use some dirty heel tactics, I think. What the hell is he doing? Needs the perfect position, I guess. Now he's gonna go for it. Feet on the ropes, and referee Tyson does not see it, but it only garners a 1 count anyhow. What a forearm smash. If that would have connected, it could have possibly been lights out. Front headlock now into Gucci wearing Gavin. Oh man, with these suplexes of his. Both men are down. This is turning into a great match. Who's gonna get up first? Both men on one knee. Face to face. Close range forearm smash. Turnabout in the corner though. A little bit of a cheeky mat slam. Willie Sullivan going to go for a split leg moonsault. Never seen him do that before. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. But now Sullivan going to go to his second home. The top rope. And I think he's going to look to finish things off with the Swanton Bomb. Vintage Willie. 1, 2, 3, and Sullivan does it again. 2-0 over Christian Gavin. A little bit of help this time from Chris Sullivan. So many questions on my mind after that match. Why did Chris Sullivan attack Christian Gavin when he set to face Willie at Sacrifice for the title in a last man standing match? And will he receive any sort of punishment for violating his suspension? Here's what did it in the end. split leg moonsault, only got a 2 count, but perfect setup for the Swanton Bomb. And as we get ready for our next match, a tweet from Tyson Cage. He says, taking a break from pre-shooting Moon Knight 2 and Avengers Galactic Threat to entertain the masses. Yes! The bona fide movie star, former Fusion Tag Team Champion, 2-time Anarchy Champion, Tyson Cage is back. Up next, taking on NGW's Dante Tatum, who is a part of the cross-brand Elimination Chamber. This Sunday at Validation, along with Walter Bollea representing NGW. Walter Bollea, of course, replacing Eli Robledo, who won the Fast Track Battle Royale, now is an official member of the Genesis roster with a future International Championship match on the horizon. We know that from Fusion, TZ Mass, and Hayden will enter the Devil's Domain. They clash in tonight's main event, and from Genesis going to be Devious, as well as the cleaner Braxton Sutter. But Tatum's just looking for a taste of the spotlight right here tonight, guys. And it's going to continue this Friday on Genesis. Superstars from Fusion, guys, and NGW. Going to be on the Friday Night Delight before the biggest show in CMV history. Live for the first time ever from India, guys. A tweet, though, from Jaquan Shane. He says, I like Tatum. Reminds me of myself. Maybe when he's done wasting his time on Fusion, we can get something going. Jaquan Shane, a light heavyweight champion who has issued an open challenge, guys, to any Fusion superstar to challenge him for his title on the Validation pre-show. Who's it going to be? I can't wait to find out. Maybe it'll be Tyson Cage. We haven't seen this man, guys, in a couple of months. Well, ever since his back-to-back controversial losses to Shay Hoxton, it was Hoxton who took the Anarchy title from Tyson Cage. Questionable finish to their match that ended up getting referee Murphy suspended. Of course, Murphy's doing well for himself now as Shay Hoxton's henchman. But Cage needed some time off to start filming Moon Knight 2, as he said himself a few moments ago via that tweet. Good to see Tyson Cage back, though. We don't have him for much longer. He officially announced a couple of months ago that he would be retiring come Ascendant 7 to fully focus on his movie career. He has got a list of things he wants to do before then, though. One of them was recapturing the Anarchy title. He did, before losing it to Hoxton. I actually got to look at that list. Tyson Cage let me see it earlier tonight. Another one of them was trying to become United States champion. And of course, the biggest one on his list is to reunite with Sarasi. But God knows if that's ever going to happen. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, that the night after Validation, which will be next Monday, 1 week, the mid-season supplemental draft going to hit us. 5 superstars from Fusion going to go to Genesis. 5 superstars from Genesis are coming to Fusion. And each show going to get an NGW call-up as well. And just maybe, if Dante Tatum can impress here, Yuri Sukla will try and snatch him up. Dante Tatum, the spark plug of NGW, the catalyst. Was a favorite to win that Fast Track Battle Royal, but unfortunately was not his day. He is a top contender, though. And after George King dethroned TZ Mass to win the NGW Championship, and King saying himself that after Validation, he's going to officially vacate the NGW Championship, Tatum's got to be hoping to get a shot to try and become NGW Champ. But well, right now, he's got to try and maintain laser focus on the man he's in the ring with. Great way to start things off with that, lifting reverse DDT into the pin. Only got a 1 count, though. Leg drop to the elbow. Gonna try to follow that up with a kick to the chest, but grabs it into a dragon screw. Validation is this Sunday. This Sunday. Arm drag by Tatum, who's going to be trying to use his superior speed and agility. Right there, we got a glimpse of it. Off the ropes, Hurricane Rana DDT. Dante Tatum, often against most of his opponents, has that superior just athleticism, man. I don't think I've ever seen anybody quite like Dante Tatum. His size really suits him well. Able to evade and outmaneuver almost anyone. Look at that. Japanese arm drag. International flair. Nice reversal off the fireman's carry into an impaler DDT, guys. And here's a tweet from George King. The NGW champion says, "At me, correction, peasant, I will vacate the fake NGW championship, but I will still be the real NGW champion." That's the demented mind of George King, who says he's reigned as the real NGW champion for over 800 days, but took the fake title from TZ Mass. That's what's going on in his own world, but in reality, the NGW championship will be vacated after validation. A new champion will be crowned next Tuesday, I have been told by GM Ken Donahue. Not going to be a whole lot, only going to be one day without an NGW champion. Elbow drop to the midsection. Now going to take Tyson for a bit of a walk. Throws him out of the ring. Now to the top rope. Caution to the wind. This can go horribly. And it does. 10 feet. Smashing his knee right off the outside, guys, where those thin pads offer that line. Dante's kneecap could be in pieces right now, but thankfully it looks like he tries for a high knee, in fact, to make a point of it. Oh, vintage Tatum, sunset flip powerbomb. Will it get to 3? 1, 2, no. Brought up to his feet, Dante Tatum ain't done. Irish whipper to the corner, watch out referee Tyson. When Dante gets going, you cannot stop him. And I know what he's looking for, that 6-star frog splash. Perfect setup with the hangman's neck breaker. Tyson Cage's time might be up, but no. Tatum thinking of something else, I think. Going to, oh my goodness. A twirling final cut, but look at how smart. Tyson Cage is rolling to the outside before Tatum can hit the 6-star frog splash, but Cage ain't safe. Elbow drop connects, and that didn't look very nice for either man. Modified pump handle into a face buster there. Referee had a count of 4, arm drag by Tyson Cage. I mean, Cage has been on movie sets for the past 2 months. He hasn't been hitting the gym a whole lot. Certainly hasn't been wrestling a whole lot. There's some ring rust, it's apparent, and Dante Tatum's taking full advantage of it. Again, with that lip reverse DDT, maybe this time it'll be enough. Nope, just a 2 count. Dante taking a deep breath. That's what makes this kid so dangerous. He knows how to pace himself. He doesn't charge into anything. Takes his time. He's meticulous. But that can also come back every now and again, as we almost saw right there. Dante Tatum just about blasting the face off of Cage. Watch the moneymaker, man. And a standing 450 splash. I mean, get out of here. How can you not be a fan after something like that? How can you not be a Tyson Cage fan? Out of nowhere, small package. And, well, I think Tatum just learned firsthand not to count out Tyson Cage. Dante ain't done either, though. Trying to come back at Tyson, but Cage beginning to hit his stride. He's going to be tougher to stop now. Irish whip from the ropes. Rebound into one of the nastiest back elbows I've ever seen. Oh, guys. Tyson Cage going to deliver the rookie. A toe breaker. the makeover. Lights, camera, action. 1, 2, 3, and Tyson Cage says, welcome to Fusion, Dante Tatum. Man, what a match, though. What a showing from the Catalyst. Not hanging with the big dogs of the flagship show. At least not tonight. And I think it was Tatum who in the end took one too many risks. Like that knee drop to the outside that missed. That led to his downfall, but well, I'm sure I'd make a bet that we're going to see him do even more than that inside of the chamber this Sunday. I'm not going to be surprised if he tries to jump off one of those pods. I really hope he doesn't, but I bet he will. I think a lot of people will be disappointed if he doesn't. It's kind of expected of him. But if he wants to win, he better smarten up. Cage just gave him a lesson in reality. The show moves on, though, my fine feather friends. And up next, we have the debut. Brand new team here on Fusion. The Greasers, Johnny Goodshot and Noel Badstreet, looking to take out the Lost Souls, Sage Autumn and Kadaske, who themselves only debuted a few weeks ago, picked up their first win not too long off from now. Still to come, tables match between Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade. It could very well be the end of the best of 7 series that has been waged most of this season. If Spade wins, Proudfoot has got to even things up 3-3 if we want to get that Iron Man match this Sunday at Validation. Well, anybody who's watched CMV for a while knows that I love tag teams. In tag team matches, I'm the complete opposite of Vince McMahon. So I am over the moon to see how Goodshot and Badstreet fare. I know Harvey Hastings very well, and he might just be the smartest man in all of CMV. One of the reasons I say that is he always, every time I see him in the back, he's watching tapes, he's studying his opponents, making sure he knows everything about who he's going to step into the ring with. So I would hazard a guess he's in the back right now after getting that win earlier tonight. Towel around his neck. And he has got an eye on this one. Because even though the Control are next in line for a shot at the tag team titles, I mean, either one of these duos down the line could be standing across the ring. And it's a bit of a trip back to the, 1950s with Johnny Goodshot and Noel Badstreet, who fancy themselves a couple of greasers. Don't know a whole lot about these guys. All as I know that I was walking backstage last night down the hall. I passed them. They both threw toothpicks at me. Who even carries around toothpicks anymore? Well, I'll say this much. Got enough baby oil to last a lifetime. I do like those leather jackets, though. Not traditional wrestling attires. Cotton shirts, jeans, and Timbs. I wonder if those are Egyptian cotton. Cole Savage maybe gave him a few. The Lost Souls in comparison, just the complete opposite. I can't really say a whole lot about these men. I mean, I should be able to about Kadaske. He's a CMV veteran, man. He's been around for over 3 years, but man, he's still a mystery. The one thing Karasuke is known for is just that. Being an unknown. I think it's what works to his benefit. I mean, his opponents just have no idea what they're getting in the ring with. He can pull you through a portal at any moment. We've seen him do it to countless poor men and women. But he is a tag team specialist, and Sage Autumn, the one-eyed man there. Well, I like the kid. They lost their debut, but they got the win back last time we saw him. Are they going to take the L for the debuting Good Shot in Bad Street, though, as it will be Johnny starting things off against Autumn. Referee rings the bell, walks right into a front headlock. Gonna have to let go, though. Now Good Shot. Just a suplex toss towards the corner of the Greasers. Kick to the midsection, though. Catches the Tim. Oh, and a power bomb. Looks like Johnny clipped the back of his head off the mat. Kick to the knee. Double teamwork by the Greasers. It's a boot and a punch to the back of the head. Oh, you bomb. Kick to the chest. Catches it, though. Dragon screw. Kick to the chest, dragon screw from Johnny Boy. Got it that time as he grabs him by the hair in his head. Says, no way, Jose. Stroll through the park towards the ropes. Sage puts a stop to it just in the nick of time. Pulled into a end of days, and it just may be for old Johnny. Autumn gonna bring in the masked man, the entity known as Karasuke, right in to a last chancery. Will Johnny Goodshot be forced to submit this early on in the debut? He and his partner Noel. No, luckily he's able to escape with a firm punch in the face, and that's what these guys are about just by the looks of it the first few minutes of this match. Whole lot of kicking and punching. And now here comes Bad Street. Looking to knock him one in the mouth. Johnny trying to help out his partner. Oh man, but Karasuke gonna shove his fingers down Noel's throat. Jawbreaker. Couple of steps. Put between him, tries for a jumping knee, arm drag instead. Karasuke. Not gonna be able to evade it that time. Snaps back to reality. Short arm shoulder block. Caught by the arm and leg, dragged out of the corner. Like I said, Karasuke, a tag team specialist. He's teamed with the likes of Leo Cruz before. They had a hell of a run on Unmatched. Bull clutch with the beefy Sage Autumn. Not the only man in CMV as of right now with an eye patch. Reese Ortiz over on Genesis recuperating from that attack at the hands of Bastion. But, well, Sage was the first ever one-eyed competitor here in our company. Man, he can still go, though. Doesn't let it hold him back. And I can respect that. Still want to know how he lost the eye, or if he even did lose it. Might just be a fashion statement. Irish whipper to the corner. Sage plays it safe, slowly approaching. Tag that got a skip. My goodness, Bad Street getting thrown into the center of the ring, and the Lost Souls are going to chop him in two with the fall of man. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Does not get the 3. Karasuke. Right back to it. Kick to the back. Noel saw it coming. Now he wants a tag. Oh, to Chris Benoit's ghost. Gonna do some work. Double back body drop. And there's a proper tag now to Good Shot. He misses the stomp. Karasuke too quick for you. Irish whip now onto the apron. Big old punch gets caught with a forearm smash instead. Back into the ring. Irish whip into the corner. Forearm smash. And it might be good night, sweet prince for the masked mystery. Not just yet, says Karasuke, as he gives a shout out to Paul Divine with a bit of divine intervention. Or maybe he's a Jacob Ziegler fan. Either way, a devastating maneuver as evident. It's used by both those men. Karasuke doesn't seem to feel confident enough to go for the pin. Missed that body splash. Karasuke says, here you go, back into the corner with you. Turns him around, gets a good look at that slick back hair. Oh no! Is he gonna try to pull him through the portal? I think he is. Good shot being hung up to dry with that dragon sleeper. Now, the end is creeping up. On Good Shot might actually be sent back to 1950 with the Red Dragon. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya, but Bad Street saving his partner and this match, but he's gonna pay for it. Pile driver. And both greasers are down. Sage Autumn takes a moment to inspect the situation. That's going to be used against him. Into the corner he goes. What the hell is, oh my! Inverted Alabama Slammer. Elbow drop from the second turnbuckle. Brett's rope to the heart. And how quickly things can turn around, but just as I say that now, momentum swinging towards Lost Souls. Autumn into a front headlock after the elbows to the side of the head. Face first off the top turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute! Anything you can do, I can do better, says the one-eyed man. Inverted Alabama slam of his own. And a stomp to the gullet. Have not been going too well for the Greasers in their debut. The Lost Souls have largely been dominating. Something has to change quickly. Good shot put into the corner. He might just be right back to square one, but a lucky break. The Tim to the face. Body splash again. Sidestep. Autumn now. Not having any of it, neither here nor there, but Johnny Goodshot won't quit. In comes Bad Street. Oh, single knee backbreaker knee drop combo. Right to the face. One. Wow. Goodshot not doing a very good job of defense. Bad Street has to take it upon himself. Shin breaker. Karasuke now momentarily taken out. Autumn still hasn't recuperated from that unorthodox tag team offense of the Greasers. I think he might be a bit miffed. What the hell is that? A handspring elbow drop to the lower back. Now some forearm smashes before showing off those 18-inch pythons, brother. And now into the pin, making sure to hook the leg, but it don't matter. Only a 1 count. Without Karasuke, Autumn left to fend for himself, and it doesn't look pretty. He's bleeding from that cut across his forehead. Elbow drop barrage from Bad Street, and it's gonna be enough. In their debut, the Greasers surviving a whopping from Lost Souls, able to come back though. What a match. Tough sons of bitches. I'll give them that much. Lost Souls had this match won on so many different occasions. I almost can't believe that the Greasers were actually able to do it. I thought it was over right here. I mean, man, backbreaker and then a knee drop. Pow, right to the kisser. Autumn maybe getting in his own head a bit too much, as we saw on the replay right there. And that allowed Bad Street to get off a barrage of brutish elbows. And a tweak ash from Dante Tatum as the Greasers celebrate a hard-fought win. He says, I recently heard about the comments that Jaquan Shea made about me. All I gotta say is, thanks for the compliment, bro. But you lost me when you stated that you're better than me. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but to say you're better than me speaks volumes, knowing the fact that we've never faced off in that square circle. That's a match I wouldn't mind seeing. Dante Tatum versus Jaquan Shea, but, well, both men have their hands full this Sunday at Validation. Jaquan Shea issuing the open challenge for his light heavyweight title to any Fusion superstar, while Dante Tatum going to be locked inside the Elimination Chamber. Hey, maybe Tatum will try and pull double duty. Could happen. Stranger things have. But it is our tertiary main event now. Tables match. Chris Proudfoot and Jason Spade. It could be the end of the best of 7 series that has been going on for over a month. These two have beat the hell out of each other in every conceivable match type. It's come down to this. Spade in the lead, 3-2. If he can drive Proudfoot through a table right here, right now, we won't even have to go to Validation. Spade will be declared the winner and will receive that unique opportunity from General Manager Yuri Sokolov. But if Proudfoot can tie things up, then we will get the Iron Man match finale this Sunday at the biggest show in CMV history, live from India, Validation. This is actually the first time that these two, funnily enough, have gone one-on-one in a month, because both have been on the receiving end of injuries and they've had champions fighting for them. Chris Proudfoot enlisting Guri Sukhanov, while Jason Spade has employed the aid of Ryan Kent, Canada's #1 export. I talked to him for a brief moment earlier tonight, and he said there is no way in hell I am letting Spade win this best of 7 series. I'm going to put him through a table tonight, and then I'm going to beat him this Sunday in the Iron Man match, and I will get that opportunity, whatever it is from Sokolov. It's mine. Proudfoot realizes he's fighting from the bottom. He's got to win both these matches in a row. He is on defense. Well, no, actually, Spade is on defense. Spade can afford to lose this match, even though I'm sure he would prefer to put things to bed here tonight. You got to remember, in a tables match, there are no pins, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is to drive an opponent through a table. As you can see, they're set up around the ring. But still to come in our co-main event, Miles Kelly returns, the legit gentleman, going to battle PJ Moon. And in our main event, it's the present versus the past. The Bullies of Virtue versus Elijah Stewart and Hayden. Man, what a power couple. 2 former world champs. I mean, just alone here in CMV, we've seen how much these two detest each other. You would think that everything they've put each other through in the last couple of months is all of it, but no, even outside of CMV, in many different companies, they've just never been able to coexist. They can't be in the same locker room and not want to beat the hell out of each other. You saw how they tried. They tried so hard. They really did. I'll give them credit to stay on the same page when they were a tag team. They just couldn't do it. But with the draft coming up, guys, well, I honestly think it would be to the benefit of not just these two, but everyone in CMV if one of them took the trip over to Genesis. I mean, I have no say in who goes where and what happens, but I don't think this best of 7 series is going to be the end of it if one of these guys doesn't leave the show. One of them gets a prize, one of them's got to go. It could be all over here tonight. If not, they'll compete in a 20-minute Iron Man match this Sunday. No rest for the wicked. Right at it like a couple of lions let loose from the pen. Going for that slab of meat. As I mentioned, it's really got to be Spade on defense because he wants to win this match, but he can lose it. Proudfoot can. He's got to be on the offensive. He can't let Spade get an inch. He's going to take it a mile. Look at that, Falcon Arrow. But no pins. High kick. Proudfoot knows him too well. Back at that prison cell match these two had at the end of last month. I think that's the best match they've had so far under the CMV banner. Spade who won that, but man, Proudfoot came back 10 times stronger. The falls count anywhere. Actually, well, I'd say injuring Spade, but in reality, Spade kind of injured himself when he tried to jump from the top rope to the outside, but missed and hit his tailbone, bruising it. Chris Proudfoot got his the following week when Ryan Kent bruised a couple of his ribs. Both these guys still dealing with injury. But no more champions. They got to finish this themselves. Proudfoot! Did he just bite Jason Spade's finger? Should have at least poured some maple syrup on there first. I mean, come on. Oh, and a slap across the face, and that's all you got to see. Even if you've never seen a Proudfoot Spade match, you see that slap right there, so full of piss and vinegar and just hatred. That's what you might call a bitch slap. Proudfoot ain't going to take that line down. Irish whip. Able to jump over that drop down. Irish whip now into the corner, though. Tries for a player's boot. Jockeying for control. Collar and elbow tie up. Clothesline to the corner. Has Proudfoot dropping down. Looking for refuge. Alley-oop bomb. Nobody's had discernible control since the bell rang. It's just been back and forth. Hit for hit. Now tit for tat. That's what it's been throughout the course of this best of 7 series. And nobody has been able to get that upper hand and keep the other, well, oppressed. But as Spade goes to the top rope, he looks for that double stomp to the gut. What does Spade have left? Proudfoot down for the count, but it's a tables match. And I think that wood is about to be introduced. Not my wood, that wood. Taking it into the ring. Proudfoot's back to his feet, though. I don't think Spade realized it. Oh, my. Backbreaker onto the shoulder. Spade hitting off the table, too. As he landed, that table can be used as a weapon. Right there, the hard metal and plastic of the legs smashing off the skin and bone of Jason Spade. The table is set up, though. And Jason Spade, oh man, he was about to have it. Proudfoot knew. Countering that butterfly suplex, getting put through your own table. Now that is embarrassing. Chris Proudfoot going to decide to put the table somewhere else. Goes to the opposite corner. Uh-oh. Whenever a table's been propped up in a corner like that in CMV's history, it does not end well for someone, and that someone tonight might be Jason Spade. Chris Proudfoot to tie things up. Can he do it? I think he can. Jason Spade going for a rod, but he reverses it. Catapulting. Proudfoot getting a face full of splinters. Spade now gonna give him a taste of the Lansenberg lobotomy. A maneuver Proudfoot is all too friendly with. Double boot stomp, kick to the chest. He's gonna do it again. One's not enough. Spade wants to send things out on a high note, but playing around with his food is gonna come back to bite him. Spade could have won, but instead, he wanted to send a message. Proudfoot using the chair to prop Spade up, that knife edge chop, and now a stomp to the hand. Proudfoot wants to make sure Spade can't hit the Lansenberg lobotomy again. Into the corner. Canada's #1 export. Kick to the midsection. Leg sweep by Spade. And now Spade could bring an end to this best-of-7 series. Oh man, the table didn't break. I am the table. I think we might have gotten that thing from Japan. Proudfoot just got graced by the wrestling gods. That table didn't break. Now another table brought into the fray. Again, Proudfoot laid up against it. Knife edge chop. Would make Ric Flair proud. Woo! 2 tables for the price of 1. Hurricane Rana turned into an alley-oop. Face buster. Proudfoot with a head full of steam. Irish whip, shoulder thrust to the midsection. What a match this has been. Might be one of the best tables matches I've ever seen, and it's not even over yet. Coast to coast goes Proudfoot. Double boots to the kid, as you can see. Spade just writhing in agony, and now 2 tables set up. Nowhere is safe in the ring. Proudfoot's clutching at his ribs. Those bruised ribs he suffered a couple weeks ago at the hands of Brian Kent. He knows he has to end this match. He has no other choice, no other option. So that's what he's going to do. Into the powerbomb, but Spade reverses it again. The clutchness of Jason. Catapulting his arch rival into that pine, that birch. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it has to snap. One of these guys is going through a table. Tries to pull the trigger. He had Proudfoot in his sights, but Proudfoot knows him like the back of his hand. But Spade does too, and that's the thing you gotta realize. No, Spade going for a T-bone suplex, but Proudfoot with the elbows to the throat. And now Proudfoot says, I'm done with this game. The 3rd time's the charm. That's what they say, and it is tonight for Chris Proudfoot. 3-3. After an excruciating tables match, the best-of-7 series is tied up again, and now will end this Sunday at Validation Iron Man match. Here's the replay of the finish. Jason Spade thought he had it, was setting up for a T-bone, but Proudfoot on the 3rd attempt hit that powerbomb, breaking Spade in half. What kind of condition will he be in for this Sunday's Iron Man match? And on that point, what kind of condition will Proudfoot be in? It is time for our co-main event here on Fusion number 154. The go-home before this Sunday's Validation pay-per-view, which has just been made even more epic. I didn't think that was possible. Chris Proudfoot versus Jason Spade in an Iron Man match to end this best-of-7 series, added to an already stacked card. But one man who may have very well diminished that card greatly is PJ Moon, who turned his back on his own friend, his tag team partner, man he shared championship gold with, and what should have been the greatest night of Andrew Briggs' life. After years and years of climbing the ladder here in CMV to finally win the big one, become world champion. And PJ Moon had a bitterness and jealousy that he couldn't get the job done when it came to fighting for the world title. Decided to rip Briggs limb from limb a few weeks ago, and Briggs hasn't been seen since, guys. And it's honestly a big question as to whether he's going to make it to Validation for the champion of Champion Triple Threat. But one man who's making it out here tonight is the legit gentleman, baby. Miles Kelly, we haven't seen in nearly a year. His last match here in CMV was at last year's Sacrifice. Sacrifice, the pay-per-view that's next month, Fusion exclusive. And Miles Kelly stepped into the Ultimate Sacrifice match, putting his career on the line, and he came up short. He's been given a second chance, though, by Yuri Sokolov, the former Rising Star champion, who until Anthony Hunt came along was the longest reigning Rising Star champion of all time, as well as most defenses. Hunt broke that record too at Fast Track when he battled back Seven Lee. PJ Moon is a completely different man than he was even just 2 months ago. The happy-go-lucky, lovable, friendly, upbeat, kid that no matter who you were, you just wanted to cheer for him. Despite his, his unconventional ways and certainly innovative offense, now has been traded in for this dark, grungy, malicious side, all stemming from not being able to become world champion when he had the chance, when he had multiple chances, and then when someone who's supposed to be his friend does win the world title, what does he do? He doesn't congratulate him. Doesn't say, hey man, great job, how about you give me a shot? Let's tear it up together. No, he decides to, like a weasel, like a rat, ambush Briggs from behind and possibly put the champion on the shelf for who knows how long. PJ Moon into an armbar here on Miles Kelly from the get-go. You got to ponder kind of in-ring shape Miles Kelly is. He's in phenomenal physical, shape. Maybe even better looking than he was last time we saw him a year ago. But to my knowledge, Miles Kelly hasn't been doing a whole lot of wrestling. Clean break there, surprisingly. I expect this new PJ Moon to take all the cheap shots he can. PJ Moon not happy that Miles Kelly got the better of him in that encounter. Again, though, he is outmaneuvered. And now PJ Moon has had enough. Yeah, there you go. Open slap right to the side of the head. Moon better be careful, though. That could lead to a disqualification. Our head official, Tyson, lenient with the rules. Kick to the midsection. Miles Kelly. Ain't about that life, though. Turned into a Boston Crab. No automatic rope breaks here in CMV anymore. A couple of months ago, Moon would have been free, but gotta get out of it on his own. There's another slap. Miles Kelly? What was that, like a back suplex? Swung into a knee to the chest. I don't even know what to call that. You know, PJ Moon could take a pointer or two for Miles Kelly when it comes to being a gentleman. Looking your opponent in the face, in the eyes, and saying, I want to fight you, instead of sneaking up on him like a coward. Reverse DDT down onto the knee, and I'm not taking anything away from PJ Moon's in-ring ability. The former Fusion Tag Team Champion is a phenomenal competitor. I'm just a big Andrew Briggs fan. I mean, I've seen Briggs his entire career. I saw that climb. And then just as he reaches the mountaintop, he's pushed back down. Fireman's carry positioning as PJ Moon is taking the match for himself. Stern first in the top row. That's going to make it hard for Miles Kelly to breathe. As if that's not enough. Discus knee strike, the love tap, and it's going to be a 3 count. Hope he didn't blink. This match is over. An unceremonious return for Miles Kelly as PJ Moon does not get paid by the hour. Easy peasy. The patented discus love tap. And Kelly's on Dream Street. We all know PJ Moon's motivation. He wants the world championship no matter who has it. But will Andrew Briggs, guys, show up to Validation this Sunday? And if he does, will he be at 100%? As now it is main event time, capping off this show in a colossal way. As the present and the future of CMV, the Bullies of Virtue, former NGW champion TZ Mass and his BFF Brian Jacobson take on the Dream Team, the power couple of former world champs, the Good Vibes Kid Elijah Stewart and Hayden. Both who made their long-awaited returns to CMV last week, both suffering losses. Elijah Stewart to Stephen Porter and Hayden to Brian Jacobson, only after a distraction by the Bully at ringside. TZ Mass and Hayden representing the flagship show inside of the Elimination Chamber this Sunday at Validation. One of them hoping to pick up some momentum, and TZ, who is already always in a foul mood, even more so after losing his NGW title to George King at Fast Track, was completely caught off guard. I mean, Ken Donahue, a hell of a pick. And now it's King who took that main, guys. TZ Mass was set to main event what is being called the biggest pay-per-view in CMV history, and George King just wrote it and said, nah, B, let me take that real quick. TZ still has a chance to earn a future world championship match if he can step into the Devil's Domain and step out still intact, while also earning a point for Fusion in the Battle of the Brands. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. I've been foaming at the mouth all night waiting for this one. TZ Mass looks almost naked. Without that NGW title, he held around his waist for the better part of 6 months. Longest reigning NGW champ in the show's history. He left his mark forever and always. But as he said himself on Twitter, it's time for he and BJ to move on to brighter horizons here on Fusion. And he's got his sights set on the United States title as of late. Was supposed to have a match for the championship some weeks ago, but you'll recall Chris Sullivan didn't show up to the arena, and well, that's why he was suspended, supposed to be suspended. He showed up earlier. Probably not going to go without punishment. And there he is, the Good Vibes Kid, CMV living legend, former World Tag Team Champion and 2-time Alpha World Champion. Elijah Stewart wasn't seen on this side of CMV for half a year, but with the closure of Unmatched, he has returned home. We were hoping for a celebration last week, but Stephen Porter, the headhunter, put a stop to that. I've heard the debate these past couple weeks, can the likes of Stewart and Hayden, who were, absolute tanks in their heyday, respective generations, just own CMV, can they measure up to all these new kids? Look on Fusion alone. We just saw Proudfoot. We saw Spade. Hoxton, Percy Simmons, Stephen Porter, TZ Mass, Brian Jacobson. Elijah Stewart's got to be in his own head, in his own feelings, wondering himself, do I have what it takes? This man, does he need an introduction? The A-lister Hayden, one of the most decorated superstars in CMV history, a bona fide future Hall of Famer, and a five-time world champion, but he wants that 6th. I talked to him earlier tonight. He's currently tied with his own brother, Paul Devine, for most world title reigns in CMV history. He said to me, I want to break it. I want to have the most, and that's why I'm going to win the Elimination Chamber. And Hayden had Brian Jacobson beat last week. He hit that backslide driver. The Paragon of Virtue was pinned for nearly 10 seconds, but TZ Mask caused a distraction that allowed Jacobson to capitalize and put Hayden away. Hayden's got to be seething. And has been chomping at the bit to get back into the ring and take that win back. I couldn't think of a bigger alliance. For the first time ever, not only are Elijah Stewart and Hayden in the same ring, on the same team. The BOV have got their work cut out for them. That goes without saying. Things going to start off in our main event between TZ Mass and Elijah Stewart. Both the British Bulldozer and the A-lister representing Fusion inside of the Cross-Brand Elimination Chamber this Sunday. And it's Hayden along with Matt Devious, the only ones to have prior chamber match experience. Hayden's been in 2 throughout his career. He lost both of them. Devious has been in 1. He lost the one that he was in as well. And Devious will tell you, especially, that is a match that you will not leave, even if you win, without your scars. Devious had his kneecap shattered when he stepped into the Devil's Domain. For TZ Mass, for Dante Tatum and Walter Bollé, and for Braxton Sutter, it's going to be life-altering. They're never going to be the same again. Someone like Braxton Sutter, though, and I think even TZ Mass might enjoy being trapped inside of that demonic structure. Tag to Hayden, though. Hayden's always been the smaller man. Oh, Hayden just accidentally hit Elijah, guys. He apologized for it after. Bit of a miscommunication, nothing more. And look at he can't even take TZ down. The third one does the charm. There you go. Now the head smashes. As I was saying, though, Hayden's always been the smaller man, but I mean, this is a guy who became the first ever undisputed champion. A guy who headlined 2 back-to-back ascendances. A 5-time. Hayden's done everything there is to do in CMV. Well, literally everything. Royal Rumble winner, King of the Ring winner. I really think the only thing Hayden has done, there's a few titles he hasn't held. He's never won Money in the Bank, but man, he doesn't have to do any of that because he's already got a Hall of Fame worthy resume. That's what TZ Mass wants. And TZ, he said himself multiple times. I even asked him a couple weeks ago when we had a Hayden on commentary. He was joining me when he came back, when he made his announcement that he was returning, and TZ tweeted. He said, I don't care who Hayden is, I will rip him in half if I have to. Tag to Brian Jacobson, though, in a rematch from last week's main event. Kick to the midsection. Hayden. Well-placed elbows to get himself out of the grasp of the POV of CMV. And there's a catchphrase for you. The man who innovated the maneuver, and that ain't it either. Hayden says, I'm about to pay you back for last week. Oh, he's got it. Hollywood hold. Hollywood hold. He's locked in. But Brian Jacobson has got the key to escape. And that's a move, guys, that has tapped out every single big name to ever lace up a pair of boots and step into a CMV ring. Elijah Stewart thwarting the attempted attack from Jacobson and then tagging himself in. Here comes TZ Mass. I think Brian Jacobson just joined an extremely short list of people who have been able to counter the Hollywood hold. Clothesline followed by a bulldog from the corner. The bully, aptly named. I mean, he just ran over what seems to be the entirety of the NGW roster. And then Brian Jacobson comes along as if TZ needed any backup. Oh, stunner! And the two of them just made NGW a living hell for all of its superstars. Only a 2 count. The Good Vibes Kid. TZ Mass with Elijah cut off from Hayden. He's got it right where he wants it, going for the Mass Effect. But Stewart's got a third eye to that. Saw it coming. He did his homework. Maybe that was his mistake last week against Steven Porter. He didn't study enough. He underestimated the rookie and the headhunter. He wasn't about to do it again. Monkey flip by the 2-time Alpha World Champion. You know what pains me so much about TZ Mass is even though I despise his attitude and how he conducts himself in and out of the ring, he is one of the best to ever compete under CMV's banner on any show. And then he brings in Brian Jacobson and starts cheating. He didn't have to cheat. And we saw that just last week when Hayden was screwed by the bullies. Well, that's what Mass and Jacobson are all about, doing whatever they want, whenever they want. Doesn't matter who against. Doesn't matter the consequences. They only care about themselves. And that's it. Pop-up punch. Stomp to the lower back then. And this is where TZ really gets going. Clothesline. Ducks Hayden's clothesline. Goes off the rope, head full of steam, right into a back body drop. Hayden will not stay down. TZ Mass gonna plant him with a spine buster, and that'll do it. Elijah Stewart reaching out his hand, realizing that Hayden is slipping into the deep end. Clothesline, though, by Blade. TZ, a man who's only ever been pinned 4 times throughout his career. European uppercut. Kick to the midsection. and the British Bulldozer, as he has done to so many others, hoping to run roughshod over the team of Elijah Stewart and Hayden, the bully bomb. Will Jacobson make it 2-0? 1-2-0 Hayden. Not going to allow the bullies of virtue the satisfaction. Momentary, yeah, hello. Hi. There we go. Momentary interruption. Commercial break. Bully bomb doesn't do it. Teasing Mask got to watch referee Tyson Town. He got to a 2 there. 5, he'd be disqualified. But now Elijah Stewart is taken care of, and this has turned into a handicap match for the moment. And that's how the VOD like it. They love having the numbers game. They thrive in that. Swinging neck breaker. Look at Hayden tapping his head saying, I've always got a plan. I always know what to do. Don't count me out. Clothesline. Jacobson flailing, going for one of his own. Walks right into that snap power slam. Whatever he tried for there, reversed into a deadly DDT that busts tightly, wide open. Blood beginning to drip down his face. This is far for the first time Hayden's been trapped. He knows how to deal with it. He knows how to take his lickings and carry on. He's faced worse than that. This is a guy that used to carve himself up, used to cut his chest just to feel the pain. I mean, Hayden's gone through some shit in his CMV career. Spine buster though by Jacobson. Got one of the best spine busters in the game. Is it enough to keep down Hayden though? No, it is not. As Elijah Stewart trying to get out of the way of Mask, but couldn't block that back suplex neck breaker. And now Brian Jacobson, just how he beat Hayden last week, gonna go for that Death Valley driver. 1, 2, 3, and the bullies do it again. Brian Jacobson has just pinned Hayden for the 2nd week in a row. Wow. There's no denying that the bullies of virtue are the future of not just Monday Night Fusion, but CMV entirely. But how will TZ Mask fare when he steps into the Elimination Chamber this Sunday? Can Hayden make his comeback when it matters the most? There'll be no Jacobson to back the bully this Sunday. Well, guys, as always, I hope you like what you saw. Great show. I am glad to be back. Hopefully, we don't have to take any more long breaks like that. But do not miss it. If you are new to the show and you're not following me already, make sure you do so you get that notification this Sunday. The biggest show in CMV history. All 3 brands, Fusion, NGW, and Genesis, under one roof, live from India for the first time ever. It is Battle of the Brands. Who will reign supreme, guys? NGW and Genesis. I don't know when they're going to be. They're going to be either NGW Friday, Genesis Saturday, and then Validation Sunday, or I'm going to be doing a double on Friday with Validation on Sunday. Either way, to make sure you know, follow us on Twitter or go to our website, !Twitter, !join, communityuniverse.4motion.com. And this Friday on Genesis, guys, all 3 superstars going to be there. Superstars from all 3 brands going to be there as well. Fusion, NGW, and of course, Genesis for the final show before Validation. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and I will see you next time.